What's up, YouTube? So what I'm doing today, I'm not really going to work on anything. I'm just going to show everybody what went into doing the 5-speed swap, because it was actually a lot of just tedious work, and I did it all, whenever I had a minute here, a minute there. I've been really busy, so I haven't had time to just get down and do it. Somebody honking their horn coming down the road over here. But I'm going to show everybody what I did and try to explain it and what you would need to do and the parts that you would need to have to be able to do it. So here we go. First thing that I did was you have to have an automatic to 5-speed swap mount. You can get these on eBay, pretty much. That's where I've always bought them. I didn't actually buy that one, it came with the car, but that's where it came from, I'm pretty sure. And it's a solid mount. Innovative makes them, Hasport makes them. I think that's just an off-brand one, but it's, they're all the same thing. Unless you're doing like a B-series swap for an Integra, I'm pretty sure, you have to buy the one for the Integra. But this is for the single cam Civic. Automatic to 5-speed, that's the same from 92 to 95 Civics, delsols, hatchbacks, etc. They're all the same. And then the next thing you need is the obvious parts, the slave cylinder. You have to have that for any 5-speed, so in the 5-speed transmission, clearly. The starter is actually different as well. I don't remember if that rear T-bracket mount is different. I'm pretty sure they're actually the same for single cams. But you have to have that, and then the line, the clutch line, hydraulic line. And all the stuff to put it in is there, except the line itself. Like, it clips into all these little plastic clips, and then it runs all the way through those clips and under there. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you get the line off of another car, you would take it off of that car and put it on here. And then you need a clutch master cylinder, which is right there. The hole is already there for the clutch master cylinder. There is just a little plate, and there's a bolt there and a bolt there, but they're on the inside. And you have to put those in with the pedals, and then this just bolts right there with two 10mm bolts. So that part's really simple. And then let's see the inside. I'll show you the inside first. The automatic has this shifter right here, and you have to take the bolts off of the bottom, from the bottom, to get that out. I couldn't get mine out because they were rusted in there, so I had to cut them out. But see there, I put the shifter in, and you're left with this hole, and this hole is a little too big. So you can either make a rubber boot or do what I'm doing, which is I'm going to make a plate that covers all of this. I've already got it measured out, and it's right here. And that, I got to cut that out and make that plate. And I'm going to stick it in there with self-tappers and maybe use some RTV on the actual lip of the hole. And then these two bolts right here are the ones that hold the shift linkage up now. Normally that would be there in the car, but they're not on an automatic. So you have to drill 2 holes and bolt that in. It's very self-explanatory. I'll show you from the bottom in a minute. And as far as the automatic is, this is the selector electronic stuff. What you want to do, if you're not gonna, the easy way to do it is just to put this in a neutral switch or a neutral position, which I'm pretty sure is right there. Or you can do some stuff with the wiring, which I might do, and if I do, I'll show a video of that. And then you just can leave that up under the console when you put it back in, because the car won't start if you don't have that in a neutral switch position. And the reverse light you can wire up to the 5-speed reverse signal switch, which I'll show you where that's at, and then we'll crawl under the car and after I show you the pedals. These wires right here, there's the reverse switch signal. So your reverse lights come on when you put it in reverse, basically is all that does. And 5-speed pedals you would need, because you have to have a clutch pedal. See there? And the way you do that is just like if you were changing out a brake master or brake booster. Those 4 bolts there. You can't see the other 2, but they're over there. And then there's one right there behind the gas pedal. It's a nut that I haven't put on yet. It's on that stud right there. And then the clutch pedal, you see there, got that bolt, and that holds the clutch slave cylinder in, or the clutch master cylinder in. And I put a bolt through that, but you're supposed to have a pin, and you do the same thing for the brake side. And that holds the pedal in, and then there's a bolt that is directly up in the top of those. That holds it in too, but I didn't put those back in yet. So that's the pedals. Now I'll show you the underside of the car real quick. Oh, there's spider webs under here. So there's the shift linkage, and I used the actual pin. There's a what's it called? Like a collapsible pin, and then that 12mm bolt, and that goes on just like it would on the 5-speed that it came off of. And there are spider webs under here everywhere. And then under the car, just like that, those bolts come through the shift linkage. That rubber bushing back there, no problem, from the top. And that's how it goes in. And it's actually pretty notchy for an old shitty shift linkage. And if you want to put a short shifter in, it's the bolt on the bottom of the actual shifter knob, this part that's moving right now. You take that out, and then there's 2 little bolts in the bottom of the shifter that holds it in. You pull it out, you put the new one in, same way it came out. But that's a whole different video. Yeah, that's how you do the 5-speed swap on a Civic. Should be all the parts that you need to do a 5-speed swap on a Civic. Mine is clearly not running yet. I still need to get a distributor, the OBD2 alternator, because the plug, if you can see here, that plug is different from the one that is on my harness, because my harness is for an OBD2 Integra. I don't know where my harness is at, but wherever that is, that's what I'm waiting on for that. And I gotta get some gaskets, and I need a exhaust manifold so that it's not just dumping that out of there. I don't want to warp valves. A few other little things. I made a list. Those are the things I need. Also on the 5-speed swap, one other thing that you have to do is the ECU. On the 1995 Civics, the ECU is specific to automatic and 5-speed. The automatic one will throw a code, and sometimes they idle weird. I don't know why they idle weird, but they do. So you can take the ECU and unpin a resistor that's in it and convert it to a 5-speed ECU, or you can just find a 5-speed ECU, which would be specific to your engine more or less. 92 through 95 is the same, then 96 through 2000 is different, or 96 through 98 is different, 99 2000 is different. So that's it. That's how you 5-speed swap a Civic. Those are all the parts you need, everything you should need to do it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll answer all that I can. And I think that's about it. Give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more, if you want to see this car finished. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.